Just then, Zoe placed a piece of pan-seared trout on Claire's plate, saying with a warm smile, "You have to try this fish. It's one of my specialties, but I haven't made it in a while. I hope you still like it." Seeing how enthusiastic Zoe was, Claire nodded, not wanting to be rude. "Thank you, Aunt Zoe, but you don't have to keep serving me. Please, you eat too." Zoe nodded back, smiling. "Just make sure you get enough to eat. If you can't reach something, just have Charlie get it for you." Claire agreed and took a bite of the fish Zoe had given her. She was immediately surprised. Zoe's cooking was incredible. The fish was tender, flavorful, and just perfect. It was flawless. Jacob was also blown away. He'd never tasted home cooking this good in his entire life. You know, a delicious home-cooked meal is a totally different experience from eating at a fancy restaurant. There's a special warmth to it, a feeling of home that just makes you want to stay. It's like they always say, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. At that moment, Jacob felt like his stomach and his taste buds had been completely won over by Zoe's cooking. He looked over at Darius with envy and said, "Darius, your mom is an amazing cook. You're a lucky guy." Darius smiled and replied seriously, "That depends on how you look at it. Take me, for example," he continued. "When I was in college, it was tough. I had left home and my mom, and nothing I ate at school ever tasted right. It all just seemed bland. Later on, my law firm got really busy, so I was always traveling for work. I spent most of my time flying all over Europe, and a lot of time flying around the world, so I barely got a chance to eat my mom's cooking." "But she spoiled me with her cooking," Darius added. "So now, nothing else tastes as good. It's actually kind of tough." Jacob sighed. "That's so true. It's easy to get used to the good life, but it's hard to go back. Your mom cooks so well. If it were me, I wouldn't ever want to eat out." When Claire heard the obvious admiration in her father's voice, she wasn't too happy about it. She picked up her glass and said to Zoe, "Aunt Zoe, I'd like to propose a toast. It must have been a long journey coming all the way back from Europe. Here's to welcoming you home." Zoe quickly raised her glass, smiling brightly. "Thank you, Claire. Then let's toast with our drinks." Claire lightly clinked her glass against Zoe's. At the same time, she couldn't help but sigh. "You know, it would be nice if my mom were home too," she said. "She's talked about you for so many years. She'd be so happy to know you're back." When Claire mentioned Elaine, both Jacob's and Zoe's expressions turned awkward. They both knew exactly what she was doing. Claire was mentioning Elaine on purpose, reminding them that this family already had a matriarch, her mother. Even though Elaine wasn't there, she was still the woman of the house. Zoe's composed expression faltered, and she looked a little embarrassed. She forced a smile and said, "I haven't seen your mother in so many years. I'd really love to see her." Then she looked at Jacob and asked, "By the way, where did Elaine go? Why isn't she home?" Jacob quickly stammered, "Oh, she's been visiting her family for the last couple of days. I guess she'll be back in a few days." Zoe's cooking was so good that everyone was completely stuffed after the meal. Even though Claire felt a bit resentful toward Zoe, she couldn't resist her cooking. She usually watches what she eats, but this evening she ate 3 times her normal amount, and that's not even mentioning Charlie and Jacob. The two of them ate like they hadn't seen food in days, polishing off almost every dish until there was barely any soup left. After the meal, Jacob discreetly reached under the table to loosen his belt, trying to relieve the pressure on his bulging stomach. At the same time, he couldn't help but think to himself, "Zoe is perfect in every way. If I could actually divorce Elaine and be with her, it would be like being lifted from the deepest circle of hell straight into heaven." Even Charlie couldn't help but imagine how much more comfortable his own life would be if Jacob could be with Zoe. A mother-in-law like Zoe is 1 in a million, and on top of that, she cooks so amazingly. If she became his stepmother-in-law, he'd be saved from cooking duty from now on. It was just a shame he couldn't make Elaine just disappear from the face of the earth. After dinner, he'd have to talk to Isaac and figure out how to get Elaine released from the detention center. After they finished eating, Zoe insisted on cleaning up the dining room and kitchen. Charlie rushed to help, but she refused to let him interfere, saying that a woman should handle things in the kitchen. Once everything was cleaned up, Zoe said to the family, "It's getting late, so Darius and I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for having us. I had a wonderful time." Jacob quickly replied, "Oh, Zoe, we should be thanking you. You made us such an amazing meal of Southern comfort food and fulfilled a wish I've had for more than 20 years. Zoe smiles and nodded. For her, it was a wish fulfilled too. But in front of Claire, she knew it wasn't the right time to say much more. So she just said, "All right, we'll get out of your hair. Please don't get up. We'll see ourselves out." Jacob asked, "How did you two get here?" Zoe replied, "Darius drove, and the car is just parked out front of the villa." Jacob said, "Oh, but is Darius okay to drive after drinking?" Zoe smiled and said, "Well, he can't drive, but I can. I haven't had anything to drink." "Oh, that's right," Jacob said with a smile. "I totally forgot about that. Perfect. I'll walk you to your car." After that, without waiting for Zoe to respond, he opened the door, stepped outside, and gestured for her to follow. Seeing his gesture, Zoe said, "Thank you, Jacob." Claire walked them to the front door, and after they all said their goodbyes, Jacob led Zoe out. As they walked away, Claire shut the door. She turned to Charlie and said, "The chemistry between Zoe and my dad is just so obvious. You don't think he'd actually cheat, do you?" Charlie replied seriously, "I really don't think Zoe is that kind of person. She has strong principles. Even if she does have feelings for Dad, she would definitely wait until he and Mom are divorced before anything happens between them." Claire shot back, "Ugh, what are you even talking about? How could Dad ever divorce Mom?" Charlie knew Claire couldn't handle that idea, so he dropped the subject. He glanced at the time and said, "Honey, you should stay home and get some rest. Don't go out looking for Mom. I'll go. I'm going to ask a friend to see if they have any connections that could help." Claire nodded. Do you want me to come with you?" Charlie quickly replied, "You don't have to. I'll just grab a cab. You've been worrying non-stop for the past 2 days, so go back to your room and get some rest." Claire sighed. "All right, then I won't go. If you hear anything, please keep me updated. And if you get any leads, you have to tell me right away." Charlie agreed, opening the door. "Okay, I'll head out now." After saying goodbye to his wife, Charlie left their house in Thompson and walked out of the gated community. Just then, Jacob had finished seeing Zoe and her son off. Seeing Charlie heading out, Jacob hurried over. "Charlie, where are you going this late?" Charlie nodded. "I'm going to ask some friends if they can help me find any leads on Mom." The moment Jacob heard that, he got nervous. He quickly grabbed Charlie's arm. "Who are you going to ask? Are you going to talk to Orville or Miss Smith?" Charlie replied, "I'll just ask around. They're well connected, so maybe they'll have a way to find Mom." Jacob clutched his chest, looking devastated. "Charlie," he pleaded, "do we have to be in such a rush about this? Can't we just take it easy? I've only had a couple of good days here. Are you really going to ruin that for me?" Charlie knew exactly what Jacob was thinking. Finding Elaine right now was the last thing he wanted. After all, he had just seen his first love again, and it looked like there was a real chance for something to develop between them. Right now, the last person on earth he wanted to see was Elaine. But for Charlie, Jacob's happiness wasn't nearly as important as his wife's. So, with a helpless expression, he could only say, "I'm sorry, Dad, but Claire has been in a really bad state lately. If we don't find Mom soon, I think it's going to completely crush her. I have to find a way to get Mom back as quickly as possible." Jacob's expression turned grim. He said seriously, "Charlie, she's a grown woman. Adults need to have some resilience. You need to help her be patient. Just let her wait a couple more days. Please, I am begging you." Charlie smiled slightly and said, "Dad, don't get so worked up. Even if I ask a friend for help, we might not get Mom back right away." Jacob blurted out, How can I not be in a hurry? Orville and Miss Smith are powerful people in Oris Hill. It should be easy for them to find someone, right? Maybe your mother will be back tonight. Charlie looked at Jacob's tearful expression and said helplessly, "This isn't something we can control. Instead of hoping Mom comes back in a few days, or even not at all, it's better to just hope she comes back soon." After a moment, Charlie added, "Once she is back, you can be straight with her and officially file for divorce. That way, you can go after your own happiness without any worries."